Hi, Jackie. This is Joy. I wanted to go over the headers, and I decided that it would be easier to do a video and show you than to try to type it all out in an email. So here is a discussion that you have, and I'm going to click on this little tool that I have that kind of breaks down everything into its elements. So I'm looking for these little H1, H2, H3. These are the headers. So you have this is the header one. And then you have the steps as header two. And then that gets kind of confusing. And the reply to a classmate, it gets a little confusing. So I wanted to show you, again, I thought it would just be easiest to kind of show you how to revise it. So I copied that one and I created this one, and it's just called copy of 5.4 discussion topic, social context and education for demonstration purposes. So notice the first thing I did was I changed the title right here so that the header would match what you say right after. So you have social context and education because this goes right into that. I hope that makes sense. So here, um, because you have this title, which is what headers are, but because it's paragraph and not a header, it's kind of confusing as to what its purpose is. So by just getting rid of that and putting it in the original title of the discussion, that makes that header one. And so instead of having each of the steps be header two, a way to solve that is to have the directions be header two. So think about the headers as they are um, little titles for each section. So you have your header two is all of this section, and then you can make all of the steps into a list. So it's the first step, second, third, fourth, and then I just kind of put some of the stuff in bullet points there so that it would follow each thing. So instead of having it written out as a paragraph, I mean, you can have it written out as a paragraph, but I put it into bullet points just because it's easier to scan. And then the deadlines would be its own header, because again, that's that's something that is it has information following it. So it'd be kind of nice to have. I hope this is making sense to have the deadlines be kind of a title as well. And then you have everything following under that. And then like you already had your grading rubric and your instructor comments, those are titles too. So let me take that wave off to just kind of show you how it looks. And I'm totally fine if you want to delete this other one, and if you wanted to use the one I had, then I don't mind that at all. So but I'm leaving them both so you can kind of see the way I did it. But if you redo this one instead, then do make sure you delete mine. I didn't publish it or anything. So you do want to go through to all of your discussions and make sure that the headers are the titles, and then you kind of have, if it's an outline of steps to do, then you can do that. Also, and this is going to be outlined in the email that I send you, but also the overview weeks, they have some headings that are a little confusing as well. So you want to have like down here, the summary of chapter 4 and further exploration and 5.7 quiz chapter 4. It's confusing because there's nothing else underneath it. So instead, you might want to just again have kind of the overview is the header. Again, so the header is the title, but there has to be something that comes after it for that to be a title. Again, I hope this makes sense. So make sure that you, if you have titles, like right here in the journal assignments, this video, not video title. Oh, the directions. This directions, if you are going to keep the directions as a header in the others, then you'll want to go through and on your journals, make sure the directions that's a header in those as well, just so that it's consistent throughout the course. All right. And Then right here, if you have anything that looks like it would be a title, like video links and journal articles, let me take the wavelength off there. Then you want those to be headers too, because those are acting as titles of the section. So each of these would be a header too. And then also here on the step 4, observing in the classroom, so you're cleared and ready to begin your fieldwork experience. This one, either you would want to make this a colon and have that part as that title so that it's together, or you'd want to make this one a paragraph. So you'll want to go through and check all of those. These are examples of each of those. So the field experience, the oh, no, the chapter summary, also the journal articles, so the summaries, you'd want to make sure that and the video links, those are headers. And then the journals, if you do the directions in the discussions as a header, you'll want to make sure you make that a header also. Okay, I hope that this makes sense. If it doesn't, then I am happy to go over this with you, maybe in a Zoom, and then we can walk through it, or we could talk over the phone, whatever works for you. I am here to help you. Let me know if you have any questions.